casters have more range? And I know that some players are going to be like, what do you mean casters have more range? Why do casters need more range?
76 to the left.
All things. The reason they need more range is because if they have the same range that they had previously, basically a caster gets close to Twin Blast
Junkrat's to
and
the left.
Sparrow to do an engagement, the caster dies. It's that simple. Like, you get a gadget close enough to a Sparrow or Twin Blast, you know, near the level, let's say past level 12 or something, you're done. You're donezies. Like, you're two-shot material. That's what you are. Unless you're building a tank mage, which obviously is also not really intended. At least I don't think it is. I don't want your mages to be dishing out damage. And
yep, we got her.
to become
Let's
tanks.
hop in. Get on that point.
This is my personal opinion. This is not something that I've discussed with them.
Lasers
You know,
are going
there's
down.
a lot of people right now building tank
Contesting.
Gideon,
Left
and they
side,
just
player.
push waves, and that's what they do so that they can survive those Sparrows. You know, and the thing is,
Nice job.
they don't want
Soldiers
you to
down.
feel forced to build tank
Junkrat
in
went
order
to the point,
survive
that's
an
it.
engagement with an AD carry. So if you play your cards right, you play strategically enough, you'll be able to outrange those carries, and those carries will have to maneuver to get into position to actually be, you know, a threat to you, which makes the whole thing more balanced. Because, like, at the end of the day, casters
lasers
aren't
down
dealing
on the
nearly
left
as
side.
much damage.
Okay, you want to
as
dive on
a
it?
Twin Blast or a Sparrow
let's
when
go
it comes
left
on
side.
Good.
single
Okay,
target.
left side.
They do a lot of damage in terms of AoE, but not in terms of single
snipe
target.
from
Like,
right
you
with
Cosmic
Hanzo.
Rift someone, sure, they'll take a bit of damage, particularly early
Winston.
game. They'll take a lot of damage. But, like, later down the line, it's not a big deal. getting
Junkrat
Cosmic
coming in
Rift,
left side.
right? So that's kind of where what they're going for. You know, casters deal a little bit less single target damage. That's the vibe I got. A little
let's
bit
get on
less
this
single
point.
target damage, but they got the range
Widowmaker.
advantage.
Widow up top.
And then the AD carries and stuff like that, they're going to
get on there.
more single target damage.
Come on, we got this. Watch Widow up top.
Widow's down, got her.
Nice.
React to them approaching unless you don't see them,
Roll,
unless you
soldier
don't
roll.
properly, that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit of shift in there. Then there was also a couple of changes, namely the hero passives are going to be removed, and they're now part of their kit when it makes
Winston's
sense.
one shot
So
down
there's
there,
a
he's
lot
lit.
of changes there. I'm not going to go through all of them, but on top of that, there are also changes to some specific heroes. Again, these are subject.
Yeah, let's go. We're all
to
here.
Some of the stuff that I've seen, like
Oh,
for
fuck
instance,
this
a change to
Oh yeah, I'm at 66%
Decker's
ult
ult
for
that I
Hanzo.
really like. It's going to make Decker a character that I really want to play a lot more. Because you guys know I like tanks and I like supports. And pretty much the best support right now is Muriel. So I've always wanted to expand on the other supports. It's just I kind of
Wait
don't
for
see it. You know?
Lucia and Red Hawk.
And with the
then
new
go
Yep,
together.
we're right behind you guys.
for Decker's ult, she becomes
Goes
I'm
5
at
seconds.
75%. If I can get a few more shots off, I'll get 100.
The change is, whenever you put down her ult is in the
Okay,
room
we're all
for
here.
those that don't know
Let's
who
go.
Decker is, because the gameplay that's going on in the background is probably going to be completely random. But for those of you who don't know who Decker is, she's the one that kind of
Nice,
does the
let's
little
go.
arena thing. So there's an arena she places on the ground. And before, what would happen
that
is
Winston
we
ult?
place down this arena. Nobody could leave the arena unless they could jump
I
out of
died.
it,
I
and
got
not all
ult.
characters have the ability to jump out. And if someone couldn't leave the arena, they would essentially be stuck there. And like you could use this to effectively, say, stop someone from running away from another one of your characters, or say you wanted to prevent people from, you know, chasing you down. You could put it like an what do you
When
call
it gets down to 1 second, just
bottleneck
contest.
and stop them from chasing
Yep.
after you. That kind of stuff. Now the problem is when you have your own teammates and you're not predicting
Oh,
exactly where they're
man.
moving.
Damn, I had 5
placing
gold
down
medals this
something
time
like
too. Let's
that
open a
can
win.
screw someone's health real bad. Can potentially screw your teammates over like seriously bad. As a matter of fact, I've had several chances because this arena in the past used to like give your friendly units a shield. So I'd be like, okay, so if I shield this guy, he'll be able to fight off this enemy, and that's good. And so I would
Look at how
put
much
both
it
of
took
them
to
in
take
the
me
arena,
down.
But your ally would panic because he'd be like, no, what have you done? No, I'm stuck here. I'm going to die. Instead of turning around and fighting, right? So what they're doing to the ultimate is that it allows allies to pass through. And the enemies are the only ones
Not
who get
good
stuck.
if our
And
healer
that is
doesn't
so
have gold
good
healing.
because you can totally
I
just
led in
bait
heals.
people into a trap now, and you don't have to
As a
worry
tank.
about
I
whether or
didn't
not
know.
your allies
I
can go
didn't
through
switch
it
to
or
heals
not.
until
I think
Yeah,
that
that's fair.
change
That's
alone
something I
is going to
didn't
make me
realize we
want to
didn't
play
have it
Decker
anymore.
so much more.
Yeah, no,
than I
that's
play
fair.
Right now, it's going to be insane. So that's one of the changes in the ultimates. There was also another hero that received a lot of changes to her kit. I'm still not sure how I feel about those changes because it's a hero that I don't particularly play. Obviously, you guys probably figured out by now it's Kalari. Kalari received a lot of changes to her kit. she now has her ultimate is now a global teleport. So she uses her ultimate, reveals everyone, and she can teleport to anyone on the field. So like, and you don't have to teleport. So you can just reveal everyone on the map and not do anything. So it's a choice, which basically means at any point in time, Kallari might just be like, oh, let me just press my button, boop. Oh, there's someone low over there. Teleport there, boom, kill him. And on top of that, she's also going to be a lot more viable as a melee character, so you can actually kind of like auto-attack with her now, do that kind of stuff, because her ultimate isn't just like a one... It's not just a one, you know, how should I put it? It's not an either kill someone or die type of deal, which is why I'm kind of confused as to whether or not I like it. Now, there was another change in there that I was not a big fan of, and I'm not sure how that one's going to pan out. But basically, when Kallari was invisible, you couldn't hear her. And I thought that was a major problem. They said, oh yeah, but you have to do it like this now because she no longer has the ultimate that instantly kills you. So she's got to be able to surprise people, but I'm still like, I'm sorry, it's still Kallari. She's still able to dish out a lot of damage, and if she can become invisible without consequence, doesn't seem right. So I'm not sure if that's going to be in the final build or not.
They got
But,
Diva.
yeah, I did not appreciate the fact that at one point I was actually in a match, and I knew that there was a Kallari near me, and she went invisible, and I specifically, because obviously I've been playing the game for long enough, that I'm like, okay, Kallari's invisible, tune in your ears. So I was tuning in, and I'm like, I got nothing. She's not here. So I pressed shift, and the second I was in travel mode, boom, knife to the face, and I was like, what? I was seriously, I was just like, oh man, that's so aggravating. But yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of changes to the heroes.
Chunk rat up top
that you
on
guys
this
will
roof.
see. You probably want to check out the patch for full details
Diva's
on that.
taking
But
a
again,
point.
it's going to be evolving. The game's going to continue to evolve. There's going to be tons and tons of changes. This isn't even close to the final form, so to speak, of Paragon. As a matter of fact, we're about to get into some topics that might even really blow your mind, because they definitely blew mine when they
We don't
told
have
me
heals
the
again.
kind of stuff that they were going to do. I was
I'll
like, no,
switch.
don't
Okay,
do that.
I'll go.
It's weird
Come on.
and
Do
it's different, and I don't know if I like it, you know?
you want me to heal or do you want to heal? I'm fine either way.
Something
I'm not
that
as
I
great
believe
as
is
a
also going to
healer,
come in a
so-
patch. If it's not
Okay,
coming in
I'll
this
switch
next
out.
patch, it should be coming in pretty soon. They're putting in draft mode. And you guys might be like, whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
I'm
draft
healed.
mode, but I want to do quick play. No quick play. And
You
here's
got
the reason
sniper
why.
on the Red
There's
Cross.
currently...
I usually end up going
they don't
Mercy,
wanna-
but on defense I
basically, they
tend to
don't wanna
go
split up the
Zenyatta.
community into people who do quick play and people who do draft. So as you guys know, whenever a new hero comes out, there are these long ass queues, and they're a pain in everyone's ass because nobody gets to play the game because everyone wants to try out the new
Alright,
hero,
we're on the
all
point,
that
guys.
stuff. And on top of that, sometimes you also get like, you know, you're in the queue for ages because maybe there's no tanks or maybe there's no support, stuff like that, you know. And draft mode is going to be a bit
Cancel
of a
that.
fix for that, because basically what's going to happen is you're going to get
Contest the
put into
point.
draft mode with your whole team, and people start selecting their heroes. And I actually think this is a good thing because you know how a lot of MOBAs, actually I don't know if League of Legends used to work like that, or if League of Legends was always draft, because I haven't played League of Legends in ages. But you know, here's the Storm Office. You can queue up with whatever hero you want, and MOBAs have kind
That's
of
not
been
good.
like that.
All right, let's drop back.
There's Smite different. Smite might be draft as well. Either way, I think it's important for people to understand that there are roles that need to be filled.
Thanks, Bastion.
Whenever a new character gets released, right? There's just these roles that you gotta fill.
Got a diva coming to the right.
You can't just be like, no, but I want to play this hero, you know? And you have to learn how to build for a team. So in a way, having only draft mode and no quick play, I think is going to teach a lot of newcomers to the MOBA genre, which Paragon is bringing a
good.
lot of
They're
newcomers
sniper.
because it looks kind of
Down.
like this action game. So people are excited about it. It's like the MOBA they've never seen before. And it's bringing a lot of people that potentially never played MOBAs. And it's important that those people understand.
Top
that
Farah
there's a
up top
concept
left
in
hand
MOBAs
side.
of
She's
a
at
role.
the back of our map,
There's
left
the
side.
concept that
Right above
you know,
us.
a team does better when you have a tank, when you have you know, 80 carries, when you have a well-balanced set of heroes that synergize well together. Now, hopefully, and I'm going to ask everyone in the community, please be supportive of the new people. Please don't be like, oh man, why you gotta be picking their hero, man? Why you gotta be such a fucking idiot, you know? Let's not do that. Let's instead just assume, okay, maybe he's picking this hero because this person is new. Can I fix it? Can I pick a different hero so that this new person can play their hero?
Got my ult.
Like, let's try to be supportive of the community as opposed to being toxic. Because there's been a lot of instances of toxicity in recent matches that I've played, and I would really like to step away from that because there's this whole concept about how the MOBA community is super toxic and we hate each other and everybody just wants to, talk things about your mother and whatnot.
Diva on the right-hand side.
Can we not have
So,
that?
Farah
please?
behind us,
Like, I
right-hand
know that
side.
I keep saying this to every game
Second
that
floor.
I go to. I'm like, can we not have a toxic community? Can we all just like be friends and
She's down.
supportive and understand that maybe someone is making a choice, not because
Diva straight ahead.
not because they're being mean or trolling you, but potentially because they just don't know. And hopefully, draft mode, we will see members of the community. I hope, please, members of the community just like helping each other out and like, hey, maybe you should play this. Maybe you should try playing this. Hero.
Second floor.
Do you like tanks? Maybe you should try playing steel. Do you like supports? Maybe you should try playing Muriel. Guide people. Nurture the community. Don't friggin' spit at it. At least, hopefully, that's what we can do. Show this to your friends, and stuff, so that
Mercy straight
if they're
ahead.
planning on playing
She's
Farah,
gone.
Mercy's
maybe
down.
they'll get into it a lot more. Maybe people will become actually
Farah,
more
back
positive,
right.
trying
Gonna
to
be coming right above Bastion.
Change I want to see in the world. But yeah, draft
down.
mode's coming. Is going to replace quick play, and that is supposedly going to help quite a bit with the queues because you're not going to be waiting
good
on
stop.
specific composition. You're going